Hundreds dead, thousands infected, millions quarantined.
Flattening the curve.
Reduce the number of people that die.
878% up.
A virus can have more powerful consequences than any terrorist action.
You have to keep your distance.
We are here to represent freedom!
Stay at home, protect our NHS, and save lives.
It's been a tough couple of weeks.
I think everyone's just kind of struggling to cope with this new time that we've kind of been thrown into.
With the media as well, there's just so much going on. I think so many different opinions, and I think it's hard to know what to think or even know what to do for the best.
We've been trying to look at the positives amongst all the negatives.
So what we wanted to talk about today, of course there's a lot of negativity going on and a lot of people are trying to make things positive and succeeding at that, and that's really nice to see. But we wanted to think about, what are we going to take from this? When we're all back at work and we're in the pub and we're in the park and we're enjoying life again, we need to look back and think, what did we learn from this whole experience moving forward with our lives?
What can we take from our quarantine and use it for our future selves once everything goes back to normal? Let's grow from this. So when you look at the positives as opposed to the negatives of this situation, we are hoping to take away some things in the future. So here are 5 things we are taking away from the quarantine.
The first thing we're taking away from this experience is money.
But not literally.
So obviously we've been in quarantine, we've done a lot less.
We haven't been like traveling. We haven't used the tube since, this whole began. So that's what, £7 a day that you're just saving, which is really nice. It's kind of something that it's a throwaway cost that you have to do. So you don't really think of it. So this time has been like, oh my God, we didn't go on the tube. We've saved £7 a day, that's nice for us.
Yeah, exactly, and we've not been going to like bars, obviously, things like the cinema. We've kind of not been indulging, so in the sense, that's what I kind of look at it in a positive way, that we have managed to save a little bit of cash. And I think moving forward, we can indulge a bit less. Obviously, when we get back out here, you want to support your local businesses, you want to support the theatres, we're going to do all that. But you could always take a step back and say, do I really need that extra bottle of wine? Or,
All of that stuff does add up, and so now we've had time to be like, oh, we can budget, and this is what we actually need to spend, and we don't need that extra this or that or wherever. And
ultimately, we're not saying that we've saved a ton of money or anything, but it means in the future, moving forward, we've learned how to budget and to be just a bit more careful with what we're spending.
Yeah. The second thing that we are going to take away from this and use in the future is a new hobby or a new skill, because we have like all this extra time. I mean, I have a lot of extra time because I'm not working.
You're right.
That's how crazy it's getting. It's getting to me.
Take 2.
I've had a lot of time to learn something new, have a new hobby, learn a new skill. So I learned how to French braid my hair, and I've been listening to podcasts. And it's just really nice though. It's things that I will use in the future. Podcasts actually really calm me down. They make me a lot less anxious. It makes me feel like I have friends just chatting in my ears. So I'm gonna use that in the future, and when I'm feeling anxious, put on a podcast, not just sit and binge a Netflix show, do something, learn something new, read, use my new skill of French braiding.
We've been able to do more videos as well. We've had time to upload more frequently, and it's been great, and the response from you guys has been awesome, especially our last video. The comments were just really nice, and it's just nice to know that you guys care about what we do and you find it entertaining. So thank you. Thanks a lot, guys.
I know it's a small family, but we appreciate everyone here.
Another thing that we found beneficial from this experience is the chance to look at our own personal health. So we've been running about 5k on average daily, which is not something we do, and we don't have the chance to go to the gym every day or to work out every day at all. So we're probably fitter than we've ever been by staying indoors.
Yeah, it's nice to go on a walk or on a run every day with you. It's like our little time to kind of, you know, de-stress.
Yeah.
It's really nice. There are also like amazing videos on Instagram and YouTube of like free workouts and stuff. Like it's been really cool how the health community has kind of come together to support everyone physically, even though we're all stuck inside. It's like, no, still work out. It is good for you.
So hopefully that is something we can keep up. I don't know if we're going to be able to do 5K daily once we start getting back to work again.
Possibly in the mornings before we go to work, we can wake up early and go for a run. Like it's a nice time for us to get to spend together and to increase our health.
That's right, we're going to make time for it. Definitely.
The mental health aspect of it has, I know, been really difficult for some people, including myself. Just kind of having time with my own thoughts is terrifying. So the way that I've been coping with it is podcasts and like yoga, meditation, that kind of stuff that I never really thought of would work and would help me before. But having this extra time to kind of become one with myself and understand myself mentally has helped me and will help me in the future, knowing what makes me anxious and what reduces that. So yeah, I'm hoping that in the future, mentally and physically, to be a stronger person.
Another thing that we're going to take away from this is connection. That's connection with friends, connection with family. Like, look at us now, we're all Zooming each other. We're actually taking the time to think about what are our friends doing, what are our parents doing, should I give them a call? I've got plenty of time, I'm going to have that connection. That is something we've got to keep in place. And not just connection with family and keeping in touch, but each other, like a community. I think that's one of the best things to take from this experience.
We did trivia night with our ship friends who we hadn't spoken to in years. Like it had been so long because everyone was busy and on contracts and doing all these things, and we actually got to spend time with, what was it, like 10 of us, you know, having a glass of wine, doing trivia. Like it was amazing.
So let's do that more. Everyone's in the same boat now, so we're all helping each other out. But after all this, everyone lives on this planet, so let's just all get out there, help each other out, have each other's backs.
Connect! Throughout the quarantine, obviously what we've gotten the most of is time. We have so much extra time. I don't even know what to do with it some days. I think it's important in the future to kind of give yourself that time. Give yourself a day off. Give, you know, your relationship time. Spend time on others, on things that are important to you. Don't just rush through everything. Like, take a second, be mindful. Use this time.
We need to slow down, think about each other, think about what we're doing, and make the most of every single second. You know, time is important. Let's make the most of it.
We're only here on this earth, you know, for a finite period. So let us like use your time. Let's use our time.
Okay.
Effectively. Last but most certainly not least, we want to thank all of the frontline workers, you know, nurses, doctors, paramedics, all of those people. We want to thank everyone that is helping out, grocery store workers, everyone that is a frontline worker right now. Thank you so much for your bravery, your efforts, obviously for helping the world.
And also a big thanks to you guys for watching. This is the final part in our 3-part quarantine series. We'll be sticking around, don't worry, and as I say, from what we learned earlier, we are going to try and upload a bit more frequently. If you haven't yet subscribed, guys, go ahead, click the subscribe button. We'd love to welcome you to our FourBetween family.
Yeah. Connect with us. Join our community.
Connection. See you next time.
Let's see you leave. Let's see you leave first. Oh.